very soon.
I know it's. Hey, folks, one thing's for sure, we all enjoy laughing. And a guy who will just make you laugh until you fall off your seat is the one and only Rodney Perry. Rodney, how are you?
What's up, G? How you feeling, baby?
Doing great, doing great. Yeah, I've checked you out, man. You have been like all over the place. You've done a lot of the Tyler Perry shows, opening act, your own headlining stuff. Plus, you've got something special coming up on Bounce TV.
Yeah, man. The best thing about this life is the journey itself, and
Right.
I've been having a great journey, and now I've done my own comedy special, and the world is going to see it January 13th.
Fantastic. And it is called, again, Off the Chain.
Yeah, absolutely. And Off the Chain is the name of the brand.
Right.
Bounce TV, I host a show on Bounce TV called Off the Chain, which is a half-hour show that showcases comics like Comic View.
Okay.
And because that show has been so successful, they decided to do 1 hour specials.
Oh.
Kim Coles did one, I did one, Michael Collier did one, a guy by the name of Rudy Rush, and some other comedians. So this is an extension of the Off the Chain brand into the 1 hour special business. And I'm glad to be a part of it. It's a clean comedy. It's hour, and it's knocked down some of the funniest material I've put out, period.
Well, I like what you also said about, clean comedy, because that's when you really got to know your craft.
Yes.
Because, a lot of times you can just go up and say a, swear word, and people are going to, nervous laughter. But if you can make them laugh with a good, funny story, hey.
Yeah, yes, we all love swear words. Swear words work, but I wanted to create a piece of comedy that could stand the test of time and could travel really well. And if you want your work to go overseas nowadays, it's hard to get them to travel with it unless it's clean.
Right.
So that's the big deal. And they asked me to do this clean, and I was like, you know what? I accept that challenge, and we did it. And what was most important to me is that I didn't lose my edge.
Right.
And it's still edgy, it's still hilarious, and I tell you what.
Yes.
No sit-ups this week. I got you covered.
Yeah. All right.
I got you covered.
All right. Could you see me sucking it in down here? Just go.
I saw you might have made a little resolution. I just want to know. I want you to know next week I got you covered on Tuesday.
Fantastic. I will be looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Now, what got you into comedy? Who were some of your people who you when you were growing up, you thought, that's funny and I can do that?
You know what? Richard Pryor. My parents used to have all these get-togethers at their house when I was a kid.
Right.
And they would listen to those party records.
Yeah.
LaWanda Page and Don Bubba Bexley. They were listening to all this great stuff. And my room was right off the living room. So I would lay on the floor and listen.
Right.
And that's the way I found comedy. And I had a teacher that would let me tell jokes at the end of the day in second grade if I was shut up throughout the course of the day. So I've always had this love for comedy. And it took me a while to find it as a profession, but I'm glad I did.
Fantastic. I'll get you the Rodney Perry tickets soon. They're already coming over.
They're beating your door down. Way to go.
Right. They knew. They're going, that's the place to go.
Yeah.
It's so funny you said that, because I kind of had a similar thing when I was in junior high. I had a shop class. I dare say, Rodney, I can't put together anything now. I really couldn't do it then. The teacher was so afraid that I was going to wind up hurting myself with the tools or hurting another student. He allowed me to do the same thing. The first 5 minutes of each shop class, I was able to go up and do a monologue because I love people like Johnny Carson. And so we made a deal. It's like, you did this, you get a B. And it's like, I'm right there.
Here's great.
There you go. There you go. Now, speaking of being here, you are going to be here in Detroit in March. Tell me a little bit about that show.
A great place there called Andiamo's. I'll be there April 24th in full effect, and you'll get to see me live. I tell people all the time, television is great, movies are great, but if you haven't seen a comedian live, you haven't seen them. And that's one thing that's great about having this special too, is it's the closest you're going to get to live Rodney, because it's, generally when you see somebody on television, it's for 15 minutes, 7 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes. So when you see somebody 45 plus minutes
Yeah,
of comedy, that's the real person. You kind of know them at the end of that.
right. Well, hey, I look forward to it. I'm going to be at that show, and I am ready to have you make me just laugh and roll all over the place.
Let me tell you something. I got your ab work at least 2 days in the next couple of months.
Sounds good. Good. Rodney, thank you very much. Don't forget, check out his special, Rodney Perry, Off the Chain, coming up next week. And they can catch it on the Bounce Network, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Rodney, thank you very much. And we'll be
Hey,
back
hey,
with
thanks a lot, and,
just
and
a
thank
moment.
you to you and your team and your family. Have a great day.
Oh, thank you very, very much.